your boots, it's time to roll. Feel the thunder, lose control. Lights are blazing, hearts ignite. Get ready for the fellers fight. Fellers rise, oh hear the roar. Push the limits, take the floor. Blood and sweat in the spotlight. All for glory, fellers fight.
All right, there we go. And to start it off, we got a tweet coming in from Skarn saying, at Stanley Dag, you better get ready tonight because the GM just booked you to get what's coming from me. I've had it with you and Mullet Mafia's shit, and I am not holding back. Get ready for the beating of your life. See you in the ring. Hashtag Skarn versus Dag. Hashtag no mercy. Stanley Dag responded to this saying, at Skarn, tonight's going to be unforgettable for all the wrong reasons for you. Let's just say I've got a surprise you won't see coming. See you in the ring. Hashtag Skarn versus Dag. Hashtag Mullet Mafia. So it's seeming like Stanley Dag is prepared for anything that Skarn and the GM can throw at him. We're going to start off tonight with two members of Mullet Mafia versus an unlikely team in Tim Tarantino and Xander. Sorry, almost dropped my book here that I write everything in. Xander and Tim have had their issues in the past couple weeks, but last week they beat the Long Shots, the team of Morty Maple and Marshall Combs. They beat them by just throwing them out of the ring and letting them get counted out. And it seems like they're rolling pretty strong here, so let's see if they can continue it tonight against this Mullet Mafia team, two members of it. Tim Tarantino, of course, made his debut against Xander and got a win that night. He is ready to show that he is going to take over this tag team division. I wonder if they'll stay teammates or if they'll go their separate ways if they lose tonight. They seem to be making up a pretty good team so far. And here comes the man. The very, very ominous figure known as Xander. Xander had an issue with Tim after losing to Tim pretty fairly. He lost to Tim, and then they started attacking each other back and forth. He does have a very long entrance. Yes, he does. But after they were attacking each other back and forth, Morty Maple wanted a shot at both of them and wanted them in a tag team match. But they beat Morty Maple pretty bad, but have thrown him out of the ring and letting him count it out. So who knows? Maybe they're back on the same page and, you know, going to put things aside here. We'll see. We're early today? Yes, we are. We got a little early stream going. You know, trying it out. I know people got stuff to do later in the day.
He said he'll be making a statement in this match tonight and will deliver it emphatically.
Half the show is his entrance, though. It takes about 10 years for him to get in the ring. All right. And here they come. Two out of the three members of Mullet Mafia. It is Netlock and Don Key Dick. These two have been causing problems backstage with Stanley Dag. They have all been just a menace to Skarn. They have been attacking him backstage, coming out and just assaulting him. Last week, They assaulted Skarn backstage. Netlock and Stanley did. And Dawn had a match with him, and he came out later that night, Skarn did, and tried to get a sneak attack on Dawn just to prove that he could still, you know, take him on, but Dawn got the better of him. They are taking over feller fights. Let's see how they work as a team here tonight. First time in a tag team match for these two. Mullet Mafia looking ready. So is Tim and Xander. Tim and Dawn starting it off. Dawn with a big double axe handle to the back. And immediately tagging in Netlock. Just playing mind games with Tim. Oh, but Tim does not care. He's going to go straight forward, Netlock. Either one of them. He does not care about either of them. He is not worried about Mullet Mafia or anything that they stand for here. He just wants to fight. Oh, and a big strike. Fighting on the outside, Dawn and Tim. Dawn taking down Tim. They're just attacking him. And now Netlock going after Xander. Netlock throwing in Xander off the ropes. Just throwing him out of the ring. But Tim catches him. And a back suplex. Going for an early pin. A little bit too early for it, though. Big elbow straight through the chest. And a big drop kick straight to the back. Tim trying to fight out of it, though. And they get the tag off. Tim didn't see him tag. Oh, but he catches Dawn before Dawn can do anything. And a big spine buster. Tim's not finished with Netlock, though. Gonna throw him into the corner. But was that a mistake? Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh. Tim don't know who's the legal man here. Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you, bro. Tim taking it to Dawn now. Oh, and big double axe handle to the back. Xander getting into this match. The first time he's been in the match so far. Throwing Dawn off the ropes. Ducking down. Going over. And then a big spinning DDT. Oh! Didn't see it behind him. Netlock tags in, but Xander is prepared. And another spinning DDT. Netlock and Dawn cannot get anything going right now, offense-wise. Netlock trying to turn that around, though. Netlock gonna pick him up. Maybe going for a power bomb here. Oh, no. Gonna throw him head first into the turnbuckle. And just stomping him. And choking the life out of him. The ref has nothing to do to stop it. Thinking that's going to be it. Going for the pin.
Keeping a loss at bay for now. Placed him in the corner here. Oh, what a quick hit.
Big elbow. Straight to Netlock. Going for a roll-up pin.
No, he kicks out. Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up. Sweeps the...
Xander going for a big drop straight onto the chest of Netlock, but Netlock reverses with a big headbutt. Yeah, Doom, you do get a character. You do get a character.
Tag made. Double team incoming.
Double headbutt. And off the top rope, a moonsault right onto Xander, the back. Put a roll up. Xander trying to catch Dawn off guard. Dawn kicks out. Xander going for his own. Oh, but Dawn rose out of the way and hits him off the ropes. Dawn not going for Tim. And a big drop kick straight off the ropes. Dawn Big drop, punch straight to the chin. Gonna throw him into the corner. Let's see what he's got planned. Oh, big knees and strikes to his back. Turning back around and a strike straight to the chin. Don getting some room. Just taunting at him. And then running clothesline. Xander trying to go for the tag. Don throwing a fit. Don is throwing a fit in the ring and just taunting in front of Xander. Smacking his ass in front of Xander. And just throwing a tantrum. Xander reverses. Don might have wasted too much time. Another DDT. Xander think that's over. He's going for the pin. Don might have wasted too much time with all those taunts. And the big strikes to the stomach of Xander. Xander trying to get out of it. Don reverses and a big knee straight to the stomach. Tim wanting in this match. Tim trying to tag in, but Xander just cannot. Don cutting the ring in half, throwing Xander into the corner. And they're going to be just double teaming him in the corner. Just beating the hell out of him. Oh, just ran into each other. Going for a power bomb. Xander gonna reverse into another pin. Oh, but that is not enough. Netlock is not ready to end this match. Finally gets a tag. Tim getting into this match. What are they going for here? Off the ropes with a double drop kick. Oh, and the jabs. Tim happy to get back in this match. He is ready. He busted Netlock open. Netlock is bleeding. Netlock gonna kick out. Netlock is bleeding from the face after that elbow. Gonna tag back in Xander. Getting their own tag team offense in here. And a flapjack off the ropes. Xander. What is Xander doing? Xander taking off the turnbuckle, exposing that open piece of metal there. Oh no. Gonna tag back in Tim though. Being very smart with their tag team offense here. Just, oh, the ref is fixing the turnbuckle right now. A little bit of a distraction. And a spear! A spear! Straight to Netlock. 1, 2, and 3. Xander and Tim. Xander and Tim pull off another win. What a win for these two here. I mean, just amazing the way that they worked together there towards the end. You gotta think, was it Mullet Mafia's own downfall, them just taunting and just trying to get into the heads of their opponents? I mean, Don was smacking his ass at one point and throwing a fit on the ground for no reason. I feel like they might have cost themselves the match right there. But that's how it goes. We move on. On to the next match. Let's see here. Next, we got Don's back. This is crazy. That is wild. I don't know why he did that. Bro, he was in his own world. He didn't care. He did not care. Next, we have a debut match for one of these men. Here we go. It is going to be an Extreme Rules match. Oh, did not mean to do that again. Hold on. Problems. There we go. It is going to be a debut match. First, we have Zach D coming off a big win of Cornelius. Cornelius beat the Feather Fights champion 2 weeks ago, and then Zach beat him last week. Zach is trying to make a name for himself in feller fights here, trying to prove that, you know, he is here to stay and he is here to challenge the best of the best. Gonna put that against all odds tonight against an upcoming, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. An upcoming fighter here by the name of Rooster. Rooster making his debut tonight. W intermission. Awesome, awesome. Glad you like it. And here he comes. Rooster. Rooster making his debut. He's a very intense man, very hardcore in the way he likes to do things. As you can tell by the chair, he is ready for a fight, and he is not afraid of using anything in his arsenal. Let's see if he can get a win in his debut match tonight.
This match has everyone backstage buzzing. He is an exciting competitor to watch.
This ain't Rooster? It's Rooster, man. That's Rooster. All right. Zach looking prepared. Rooster ready to start his career off.
Time for an Extreme Rules match where WWE
Rooster taking the fight straight to Zach with a series of punches and a slam down to the mat.
hold it in your hand, you can use it.
Starting off strong.
Anything goes.
Off the ropes and a big hip attack straight to the lower midsection of Zach. Zach might already be dead from that. And just a series of punches straight to the head of Zach. Rooster is relentless. Was Zach prepared for this type of onslaught? And a big elbow off the rope.
He's looking to take things to the outside.
Rooster looking for something under the ring out there, going for a trash can.
Anyone gets excited about the garbage. When a steel trap,
Rooster, he's got a trash can. Let's see what he does with it.
he's already feeling the effects.
Oh, went for a big slam, but Zach reversing it with a knee to the face. Gonna try and make him tap out real quick with a leg lock, it looks like. But Rooster gonna fight out of it quick. Those legs are just too big. And a slam down to the canvas. Going for a pin. He thinks that's it. That's a big dude to have body slamming. Bro, that is a big man. And just relentless punches to the head. Rooster is going off right now. Oh, going for the claw. Just wrenching on the shoulder of Zach. Zach gonna fight out. Taking down the leg of Rooster. Zach planning something off the ropes here. It's looking like off the ropes with a knee. Taking the big man down. A stomp to the head and a kick to the upper back. Picking up that trash can that Rooster brought in and just throwing it at him. Just throwing the trash can at Rooster. And another knee. And a leg drop.
He took the worst of that impact.
Zach trying to keep the big man off his feet, but Rooster getting back up and slamming Zach down to the mat. Zach gets back up. Got him in the turnbuckle. And just stomping and choking out Rooster.
I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut, Saxton.
Zach throwing Rooster in the corner.
Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this.
Picking Rooster up to the top rope. Gonna go up top with a Hurricane Rana. A Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Surprised the ring didn't implode right there. Zach going under the ring himself to get a weapon. Bringing out a kendo stick. But Rooster taking advantage of the time that he had to get under the ring. And, oh, rebound lariat. Going for the pin off the rebound lariat. Almost a 3 count. Zach just barely kicking out. As a big man to have taken your head off with a lariat. Picking him up over his head. This might be the end of Zach. And crushing the trash can. Dropping him straight on it. And just crushing it. Zach trying to get a roll-up pin. He's got to be feeling that one. But Rooster using all his body weight to hold down Zach. Using all his body weight. He got it. Rooster held him down with that huge body of his. And Zach just couldn't kick out.
Surprisingly fast victory here tonight. There's the
Rooster wins his debut match.
just goes to show you gotta be on your toes at all times.
Rooster picking up the win in his debut after just using his body weight to hold down Zach. I'm sure Zach is not going to be happy about that. We will have to see what comes of that. Good job to Rooster, though. Big win in his debut. All right. What a win. Just laying on top of him. Legit laid on top of him to get the win. That's insane. All right. Let's see who we got next here. Next is going to be another debut match. It's going to be another one. Hold on, let me switch back over here. We are going to have
The WWE Universe on there.
the man who is still looking for a win here. Marshall Combs. Marshall Combs is still looking for a win here. Still, I believe he's 0-5 at this point. Maybe 0-6. Gonna try and get his newfound partnership with Morty Maple here to use to his advantage. Morty Maple is gonna be his manager for this match here. Marshall is going to be going up against a newcomer, 2 feller fights. The Live Taker. Live Taker making his debut tonight. He seems like a bad man. He seems like he is ready to just take on anyone that gets in his way.
Now, here's an example of someone who could maybe benefit from cooling down a little bit. What a bad
He looks pissed.
I completely disagree. Their tenacity has been the key to
This is going to be a big challenge for Marshall.
it's what makes them an exceptional competitor.
Marshall, he has not had much luck with any fight that he's had. To be honest, he has got his ass kicked in every fight.
who always considers himself
And this man right here is not going to be a pushover. He is definitely
here tonight.
going to try his hardest. Let's see if Marshall can do anything to stop him.
Guys, we have a superstar that is molded to be the next big thing.
Live Taker, collar and elbow tie up.
If you can harness that potential, we're looking at the next big thing.
Marshall trying to hold him against the ropes.
Comes with time and experience.
Ref gonna break him up. Marshall with a big chop to the chest.
Aggressive attitude. We'll have to see if that new approach will produce any dividend.
Dropping a Live Taker down to the mat. Marshall getting some early offense in on Live Taker. Live Taker might not have been ready for the offense that Marshall brings. He starts off pretty fast in his matches. Going for a pin already. Got a 2 count. Marshall with that newfound confidence after the team of the Long Shots had formed. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Marshall going to throw Life Taker off. But Life Taker going right back at him.
Escapes and establishes a waistlock.
Marshall got a waist lock behind him.
Taking things down and able to shift into the headlock.
Going to wrestle him down to the mat. Got him in a headlock. See if Life Taker can get out of this. Life Taker trying to wrestle his way out. Marshall with that headlock still. Life Taker getting his own move in. Got that wrist lock. See if Marshall can fight his way out of it. Life Taker just wrenching on the wrist. Just trying to break his wrist. See what Marshall does about it.
Slips out with the counter. And able to apply the
Gonna slip back. Got his arm behind him now. And just pulling on the arm. Says, if you're gonna try and break my wrist, I'll break yours.
Getting out and now locking in the
Oh! Life Taker gonna switch it around. Got his own headlock on him. This is a big man. And just pulling on the head and neck of Marshall. Very technical wrestling here.
looking a little battered now.
Marshall gonna throw him off the ropes. And a big knee straight to the midsection.
And he's going
Marshall gonna go to the outside.
to start a count out.
Gonna go to the middle rope here. Let's see what he's planning.
Are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
And a big neck breaker off the top rope.
He can barely gain his footing, and he has no clue what's coming.
Marshall off the roll with a drop kick straight to Lifesaver. Ref right in the way of the hard camera here. Marshall preparing something. Pick it up live. Pick it up Life Taker to just a slam down. And slamming his head.
Oh my goodness, just
Marshall might be about to get his first win. Life Taker looking unprepared for the fast-paced and technical style that Marshall has. Oh, but getting his own offense in. With a little neck breaker off the ropes, calling for Marshall to get up. What is he preparing? Marshall tries to hit him, but fails. Life Taker throwing him off the ropes. And a big slam. A big hip toss slam and going for the pin after that. So would I. I mean, that's a tall man to be just thrown around.
anybody's fight.
And a big right hand to the back of Marshall. Marshall having to roll out. The little bit of offense that Life Taker has got. He is a strong man. It has got to hurt. Throwing Marshall to the corner of the exposed turnbuckle the ref didn't see. Hitting Marshall's chest and head off of that exposed metal in the turnbuckle. Marshall trying to get some offense back in and hitting Life Taker off the top rope. Calling for Life Taker to get back up.
It could all end for him.
Going for another roll into a drop kick. Rolling Life Taker over. Life Taker going to fight out of it.
Good defense from him.
Morty Maple looking happy that Marshall is doing some good work in there. Oh my God, Life Taker picking him up for the choke slam. Oh, and he goes for the pin. 1, 2. A 2 count. Marshall kicks out. Oh no. Oh no, is Marshall going to get another loss here? He's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, and the big slam. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Marshall loses again. Life Taker
A well-earned victory.
with, it looks like he was on the ropes there at the beginning, comes back in a very dominant performance. Just picking Marshall up and slamming him down. Marshall, one day you'll get a win. I believe he is 0-6. Yeah, 0-6 now. It is not looking good for Marshall. Marshall just cannot. He can't buy a win. He legit can't. He has not won a single match. Poor Marshall, bro. But Live Taker winning his debut too. So back-to-back wins in their debut. We had Rooster beat Zach in his debut, and then Live Taker beating Marshall. What a opening for these two, winning in their debut matches. Okay, for our next match, we are going to have these two have had an issue for a while. It is going to be Terry Michaels versus Sky Baca. These two have had issues in the past. Sky coming out, I believe, last week or the week before and attacking Terry Michaels after the match against Stanley Dag. Terry hit him with a cheap shot, I believe, at Fellerfest. And they have just hated each other from there on. Let's see what happens tonight, and let's see if that continues. Terry looking ready, already prepared to go. Sky running in. Not waiting, Sky. Taking it to Terry. Terry trying to throw Sky off of him. They are not waiting for an intro or nothing. They don't give a damn about a walkout. They're wanting to fight. Terry Michaels trying to choke the life out of Sky. Terry just choking him out. Terry Michaels going to the top rope. Calling for Sky to get up. I guess it's a self-promo challenge. That's what it says in the corner. And a big diving forearm off the top rope. Terry taking it to Sky. Oh, and a punch and just choking him on the rope. And then punches to the head and back of Sky. Baldy's going to win 100%. Mr. Clean. 100%. He does look like Mr. Clean. Off the top rope to the outside with a big knee. Sky kicking back up, trying to get back into this match, but Terry Michaels says no way. Just gonna bounce his head off of the apron, that LED side of the apron. Just bouncing him off of it and throwing him around. Terry Michaels just stomping him. These two hate each other. Just smacking his head back off of the floor. They're at a 5 count. If they don't get back in before 10, then it is going to be a double count out. And a big knee, I believe, busted open Sky. Terry going to throw him back into the ring. He don't want this to end in a count out. He wants to beat him straight up. Sky got him against the ropes, fighting back. Showing he ain't going to be, pushed around, but he's just got thrown out. He might not be pushed around, but he will be thrown around. Going to let the count happen. Terry not happy with it, though, going out there to fight him. Sky fighting back with his own series of punches. And a big knee. Sky trying to pick up Terry. Terry slides out the back. Terry picking up Sky. Sky reverses and drops him down straight to the mat. Thrown straight into the steel steps. Terry just taunting. He might be taking the count out victory here if Sky don't get to his feet. It's a 7 count. 8. Gets back in an 8 count. Reverses. Oh. He looks pumped up. He looks pissed at Terry. With the chops on the chest of Terry. Got him back in the corner. Sky gonna run from corner to corner. with a big running bulldog. Going for the pin off that. A 1 count. Going to the top rope. What is he preparing for? It's a 5-star frog splash, but Terry Michaels rolls out the way. Terry going for the pin off that. A 2 count. Terry calling for him to get up. Sky looking dazed and confused. Terry going for it. Got him up. And the spin out power bomb. Is that it? 1, 2. A 2 count. Sky's not done. Sky kicking out of maybe instinct here. He does not look all there. He looks very confused at where he's at, especially those punches do not help. Oh, he's put him in a submission. He's got Sky in a submission. Sky might tap. Oh, Sky gets out of it. Terry is just beating the hell out of Sky. Just stomping him. And here it goes. Is this the end? Look at Sky's back. Here it comes. Another spin out power bomb. That has to be it. There we go. Terry Michaels beats Sky. What a match. Terry Michaels just taking it to Sky. Just beating the hell out of him. Wow. Just beating the absolute, like, beating the shit out of him, for real. All right, here we go. It is our main event. It is time for Stanley Dagg, who said earlier he had something prepared for this. It is Stanley Dagg versus not Marshall Combs. Stanley Dagg versus Skarn. These two have had issues. Stanley Dagg, along with Mullet Mafia, has been attacking Skarn relentlessly. But Skarn is not completely out of the woods. He has had his own issues. He has been attacking Dawn week after week, so they're kind of both at fault here. Let's see if that continues tonight and see what happens. All right, here we go. Maple did not fight tonight. He was a manager for Marshall. Marshall lost. All right, and here we go. Let's get this on the road here.
This superstar's been waiting a long time for this match.
Skarn looking prepared.
I think we've all been waiting for this match. I want to see these two get it on. What? Wait a second.
Stanley Dagg trying to walk out of the match. Who is that?
What are they doing here? This isn't gonna be pretty.
Is that Lil G, Lil Gideon? And now Terry, Skarn, and Stanley are going at it. I think Stanley was trying to walk out of the match. Going for a pin right away.
He was down, but he certainly wasn't out.
Little G stops Stanley Dagg from running away. Stanley Dagg had no intention of fighting tonight.
Oh my goodness.
But Skarn is getting his hands on him. Skarn had his own plan. Skarn had his issues with Stanley and just taking it to him. Dropping him right on his back. Stanley not prepared.
Skip going to the gym today.
On the outside of the ring, and Stanley Dagg trying to fight back against Skarn, but Skarn is just too strong. Skarn has too much hatred in his blood. He has too much hatred in his blood for Mullet Mafia. This has been boiling over. Slamming him down.
I don't think he's going to give up so easily, though.
Skarn going to the top rope, and a dive off the rope onto Stanley Dag. Skarn going back in the ring and just gonna sit there. Gonna step back out. Stanley Dag with a big clothesline. The pink shorts do go hard. Stanley Dag throwing Skarn into the ring. Stanley getting in there himself. Trying to hype himself up here. Skarn gonna take advantage of Stanley trying to hype himself up and just trying to break the arm. And oh, Stanley Dag just dropping Skarn right on his back. Hitting him with a barrage of punches to that wound that's still on his head that was open from netlock a few weeks ago. Stanley calling for it. Big clothesline. He's feeling it now. He is ready. Trying to take it to Skarn and just put him out. Going to the top rope. Can he hit it? Off the top rope, a big dive. Is that it? 1, 2. A kick out from Skarn. Stanley calling for the end of the match here. Gonna go for a big move. Gonna try and choke him out. Got him. Got him in the sleeper. Trying to put Skarn to sleep. Lets him go, but Skarn's still not out of the woods yet. And a pickup and a slam down to the mat. Is that the end? 1, 2, 3. Stanley Dag still pulls off the win tonight. Stanley Dag beats Skarn. He looks a little pissed, though. He looks angry.
You want to see things end after the earlier blatant show of disrespect.
They've got to be feeling like they just proved a point here with their
He looks pissed at the outcome of this.
Earlier on to show that they had no respect for their opponent.
We're getting some backstage footage.
Dad? How could they not?
I think he wanted his team to be out here with him, but we're getting some backstage footage. Let's see what happened backstage.
How much a true competition like that can change things. That's all I'm saying.
It looks like Little Gideon, and is that Pistoli Lightning? Taking it to the other members of Mullet Mafia. Just stopping them backstage from getting out here. Oh my God. Wow. Just fighting them backstage. What an end to the show here. That was wild. That was wild. He tried to run away. Oh, it's not done. They're still fighting back there. Pistoli just slammed Netlock through a table. and then little Gideon hitting. They are still fighting backstage. Mullet Mafia is just getting assaulted backstage after the show. That is not going to be good. We will have to see what comes of that.